As our heroes stand on the verge of a game over from their encounter with the Ginyu Force, right before all hope is lost, a ship is seen touching down on Namek in the distance. The doors with the familiar Capsule Corp insignia open, and we see none other than Earth's #1 hitter Goku standing ready to touch down on the brand new planet and change the hierarchy of power in one ass whooping at a time. First thing Goku does is assess the battlefield. He points his senses in every direction and recognizes immediately the strongest force on the planet, which he remembers must be Frieza, after King Kai's warning not to go anywhere near that man unless he wants the entire galaxy coming up Millhouse. He then notices another strong power level who is revealed to be Captain Ginyu. More worrying than these high power levels is the fact that Goku can't seem to find the energy of his friends at all. After entering deep concentration for a few moments, Goku's finally able to pick them up, but recognizes they're on death's door, so he makes an immediate flight to their location. Goku arrives to his homie's location damn near instantaneously, and just like when he first arrived to Earth to meet the Saiyans, he completely ignores the existence of the Clown Force while he tends to the wounded. Goku heads to his son first, sees Gohan on 1% battery, and Vegeta gets sick to his stomach saying, oh, now he wants to show up looking extra raggedy and holding his left arm. Gohan is non-verbal, about to flatline, and bro says, wow, you're in pretty rough shape. I promise you, bro, if Chi-Chi saw this little boy right now and saw his dad's response to him, the Dragon Ball series would have come up on the end right there. No 100 times gravity in the world of saving that man from what Chi-Chi was going to do to him. Goku hits Gohan with a Senzu, and they start walking around the battlefield, chopping it up with his son, who tells him how they were getting dog walked before he showed up. Krillin starts telling Goku that he low-key should have stayed on Earth because they were getting no work done, not even Vegeta, and dude is even stronger than when he whopped him on Earth. Krillin then keeps going on about how it's over until Goku just puts his hand on little Q-Ball's head and like, look, little bro, just let me cook for a second. Goku's so chill about it that Krillin just shuts up on the spot and is like, oh, alright, bet. Originally, I thought he put his hand on his head just to sun him, but then out of nowhere, Goku reveals that he's just Professor X now and starts reading Krillin's thoughts, giving him a full recap in seconds of the situation on Namek. Y'all are really gonna have to explain this one to me because I cannot justify it. How does doing crunches and 100 times gravity make you clairvoyant? Was the semen retention finally paying off after not seeing his wife for so long? I don't know, y'all. I'm grasping at straws here. Krillin even asked dude how he learned to do that, and homie literally responds, I don't know, something just clicked when I was in training. Krillin is shook, telling Goku that he should literally be a pancake training in that kind of weight, and man's like Goku is just like, I got thick skin. He then takes the final Senzu bean out of his pack and throws it across the battlefield to Vegeta. The accuracy and hands on both of these men are insane, but he eats it, starts bulging like he's about to Hulk out, and Krillin and Gohan start looking at Goku like he's lost his damn mind. Krillin even starts to get disrespectful and asks if that gravity on the ship crushed his brain. Goku's quick to remind them that the only reason they're alive though is because Vegeta took out Goldo, and Krillin's like, damn, say less. I'll just sit over here in the corner and mind my little business. The hate from Krillin in this episode is so wild. Every piece of dialogue that comes out of his mouth is basically telling Goku that he's softer than Charmin, reminding him how he got done on Earth. As time was going on, I could not remember why I did not used to mess with Krillin like this, but these episodes are starting to remind me why I used to hate little buddy as a kid. Real talk though, now I just find dude hilarious and think he's mad funny. Goku rolls up to Recoome, has Jason Berter take a reading from the scouter. When they tell him that it's only 5K, bro literally flips Goku off for rolling up in here like this when his power level's that damn low. Goku tells Radio not to get too comfy, and that big man will not even be able to lay a hand on him. To which Recoome responds by laughing in this man's face and telling the fellows he guesses he'll just stop him out with his feet instead. Recoome then swings at Goku, who vanishes and then appears right behind Jason Berter, telling them that this is their last chance to leave the planet, or there's no guarantees that something strange won't happen to him in the next few minutes. By the time they realize they just got disrespected, Goku was already back to Recoome ready to mark his gravestone. Looking at it, this part right here really may be the start of Vegeta's lifelong inferiority complex towards Goku. Before this, Vegeta really thought Goku was a low-class bum that got lucky low-key, but after how he does the Ginyu Force, something in Vegeta changes, and it's absolutely for the worst. This moment here starts a long trend of Vegeta denying, then calling Goku a Super Saiyan for dozens of episodes on repeat before the transformation is even remotely close to happening. I remember this getting on my nerves so bad back in the day. Like, we get it, bro. You're the prince. You're supposed to be the GOAT. Blah, blah, blah. Just take your L, hold that left arm, and tell Bulma all about it. Recoome decides at this point that it's time to wrap things up with this dude who clearly thinks he's the main character. Man starts charging his eraser gun yet again, this time to full power. Everybody nearby is looking to be out of there yesterday. Everybody except big homie Goku, that is. Recoome prepares to fire the gun one last time, but before bro can even think about what he wants to do, he gets clapped back to reality by an explosive elbow from Goku that basically turns Buddy's bones into sawdust, and I'm pretty sure not even the Frieza Force insurance is going to be able to get him past this one. Everyone's looking in disbelief, because from what they saw, Goku looked like he barely tapped the dude, but Vegeta peeped the whole thing and realizes just how much power he fired off to fold Recoome like that. And when I tell y'all folded, bruh, I cannot believe how Goku left this man. Dude is literally assed out in front of all his friends, double cheeked up on a Tuesday, the whole world watching. It's just crazy. And the cameraman is dead wrong, because there are multiple shots where the whole focus is just this man with his cakes in the air just sleep. If I die like this, I need somebody to at least kick me over so I can have a dollop of dignity left before I reach Kami. Bro was on the Namekian soil moaning his little heart out, and everybody just had to sit there like, damn, he really cooked them up. While the Z homies and Vegeta are chilling, just flabbergasted, Jason Birders start gassing themselves up, telling themselves, yeah, the only reason Buddy won is because he got a lucky shot in while Recoome wasn't paying attention. There's no way this fella could actually be some kind of threat. Jason Birder go back and forth gaslighting each other for like this for several moments before Goku was like, hey yo, we out here to dance or throw these ones. And then the two fellas start their attack, flying around the battlefield for an insane amount of time, for like a good 20 seconds before they begin to realize, wait, Buddy ain't flinching. Birder tells Jace, hey, you make the first attack, big dog, I got your back. Then Birder's like, actually, big bro, you swing first, then I'll come in clutch. Both of them do not want any smoke at this point, but they're in way too deep, so now somebody gotta do something. Eventually, Birder decides to make the first moves and fires off a ki blast, which appears to go straight through Goku's body. And then Jace tries to hit him with a, you guessed it, energy blast volley, but each blast seems to go right through Goku as well. Everybody watching this thinks bro must have encrypted them into the Matrix at some point, but Vegeta is the only one that really peeps what happened by looking at the shoe marks on the ground. Vegeta sees that Goku was dodging, but he was doing it so fast and with such slight movements that it looked like dude wasn't even moving at all. This sends Vegeta even further down the hater wormhole, second after second, causing him to realize just how nice Goku has gotten since their battle on Earth. Jace, now tired of the disrespect, gets directly in Goku's face and starts popping off. But before he can even complete his sentence, Goku knuckles up and smashes man directly in his mouth, and arguably one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in the series. And what made a bad moment so much worse was the absolutely zesty screech dude let out when he got caught surprised by the knuckle sandwich. Whoever the English voice actor is was on one, because that itself took the scene to an 11. I mean, that punch had this man screaming. Birder thinks after smacking Jace that Goku's asleep at the wheel and he tries to make him go night-night. But Goku blocks this, does an amazing looking leg sweep, getting them both out of the way and giving Goku some much needed space. And this is another thing I love about early Dragon Ball. They remembered that Goku was a martial artist. It wasn't all just these rapid, fast punches and ki blasts, but it felt like dude was a trained warrior that knew how to move the way he does because of years of combat experience, which is exactly the case. And after Goku got some space, man starts showing out and blows both dudes like 30 feet away strictly off a Ki shout. Man then just holds a pose for a little bit just because he can too. It's like when a dude shoots a 3 and then they leave that hand in the air for a little bit after, just because it's that kind of timing. And I'll tell y'all right now, if all a man has to do is raise his voice to knock me 50 feet away, you can have the fight, bro. I'm walking. Because there's no way the power of your voice should have me getting blown into the local wildlife. This ain't Skyrim, bro. You are not the Dragonborn. Goku would only have to foos roll down me one time before I go back to my ship and never body anybody again. I can promise you that. PB and J start flying around Goku again on a repeat from what they were doing earlier. This time, they try to swing, but right before they commit to the attack, the raw black Air Force energy around Goku makes them stop and reconsider. Watch them repeatedly go in for an attack, then stop moments before in a loop is the craziest part of this fight. If you are in a situation where your spider sense is telling you, if I touch this man, there may not be a tomorrow for me, I promise you, just listen. Your body's telling you that for a reason. People can call you bitch all they want. They ain't gonna be the ones laying on the floor folded up like Recoome, having to think about everything that led him to this point. Then Jay starts thinking about his life choices, wondering how a dude with a power level this low can really have him looking this weak. Goku must have dug up some childhood trauma for Jace, because Buddy's real upset at being ignored and starts coming at Goku with physical attacks. Birder sees this and joins in, but the fight looks like them fellows are playing in rollback netcode, because 1 second it looks like they hit the dude, then the moment after that it's nothing but air like Shaq's free throw percentage. It's so bad that Gohan was watching on the sidelines thinking, oh, these dudes must actually be soft, because his dad's barely moving and got these boys shook. When you're doing somebody so dirty your son thinks they can bag you, I promise it's time to hang up the gloves. But of course they don't. Eventually they do realize that this approach is not working though, so they decide to go for their special technique, something them fellas fellas call the purple spiral flash. The move is as garbage as the name implies. It basically amounts to the two of them coming together and spinning each other around like the Tasmanian devil on some Cartoon Network stuff, then shooting what amounts to an energy wave volley at the targeted area. And because we all know the success rate on that move at this point, you already know that this thing completely fails, and I don't even gotta tell you. Burter then comes up with a plan for Jace to use his signature crusher ball technique he developed from watching Haikyuu with the fellas on the weekend to get Goku to jump, right? Then he'll sneak behind and end his whole career. Jace is like, you bet, Mike, that sounds like a plan. And after hearing this, I'm like, I beg your pardon? What part of this sounded like it was gonna work? Because up to this point, dude has shown you that he is faster than both of you combined, and he can literally deflect whatever attack you send his way. Why do you think all of a sudden Jace is gonna have the cojones to send a strong enough attack this fella's way to not only make him fear for his life enough to move, but to jump straight in the air, not fly, so you'll somehow have enough time to sneak behind and do him dirty? Whatever, man, we knew from jump these fellas wasn't playing with a full deck. As expected, they try the plan. It absolutely in no way, shape, or form works. Just like I thought, Goku deflects the blast and it almost kills Burter with it because of course, and now they want to sit there and stare at the man in shock. Burter is beyond done at this point and asks Goku just what the hell even is he? Goku responds that he's a Saiyan from Earth, but Burter says that this has to be crap because he's played pickup games with Saiyans and ain't none of them faster than him. Goku tells him that it must be his diet, and this answer gives Burter heartburn, so he decides to just end the convo and tells Goku that the only thing that's about to be a part of his diet soon is his fist. I can't lie, the buddy was kind of cooking with that line. That one made me laugh. Burter tries extra hard to get his rocks off, throwing punch and kicks and strike combinations, everything he possibly can to try to lay a hand on Goku, but it's just not happening. Jace jumps in too, but only makes it worse, as their uncoordinated assault leads the two of them into getting in each other's way, eventually landing blows on each other instead of Goku. Eventually Goku gets bored and he's kind of done with it, so he kicks Burter halfway across Namek, elbows Buddy in the back so hard it crumbles his armor, but catches him before he hits the ground and dies with the same move that he hit Nappa with. Then he tosses Buddy in the mud. And y'all, the way Burter's face was looking after that elbow drop hit was unreal. Like Buddy's mouth was wide open, tongue was out, slobbering, the whole nine. If the fight wasn't over after that, my pride wouldn't have let me continue regardless. After he fades Burter, he tells him and Jace that they need to stop the cap, that they should have realized that this fight was a wash from jump, and now they can only blame each other for how insane they're looking right now. Goku was in his super villain bag against these fellas, man. It wasn't enough to break the body, dude has to destroy your soul too. People always talk about how nice Goku is, but if you actually peep what he does throughout the series, you gotta kind of watch that take a little bit, because dude is pretty damn ruthless in a lot of situations. And not even saying that he shouldn't be, it's just kind of weird the reputation that he seems to have with people now, because in real life, bro is not just a friendly dude like that, especially when hands are involved. After bearing witness to the unmitigated whoop-ass Burter just got put on him, dude decides that they ain't even homies like that for real and heads out to let Poppy Ginyu know that there's a new sheriff in town and the force is gonna need to start putting out some recruitment ads on Indeed ASAP. As Jace makes his escape, Vegeta tells Goku, yeah, it's all well and good that he came through and put Recoome and Burter down like that, but he's a fool for letting Jace fly off and he still needs to finish the job when it comes to the two he just mentioned. Goku reminds Vegeta how Krillin could have buttered his toast on Earth, but he didn't, so he needs to pull his voice down a little bit and relax. Vegeta says, alright, bet. Then out of nowhere, he starts geeking and literally jumps on Burter's neck while he's unconscious, killing bro while he's knocked out, and shoots an energy wave directly into Recoome's cheeks and sends him straight to King Yemma's lobby as well. They all look over at Vegeta like, what are you actually on, bruh? And then Vegeta starts popping off on Goku, telling Mans that he's too soft and there's no way he's a Super Saiyan. Because you know that's what on Buddy's mind all day and night at this point. And not only is Vegeta salty at Goku, but he also believes they're up Snake Way without a paddle because Frieza has been in possession of the Dragon Balls for a hot minute now, and he must have made his immortality wish. Krillin says that he thinks they might be good on that though, making mention of all the environmental changes that come when a wish to the dragon is made on Earth and how nothing happened like that while they've been fighting the Ginyu Force. Goku also makes mention of the need for a password to use the Namekian Dragon Balls. How the hell this man knows this is beyond me. Goku this episode just has been exhibiting some absolutely insane clairvoyant powers, and I am omega curious as I make my way through the Dragon Ball manga if a lot of this weird ish is actually canon or if it's mostly all anime filler nonsense sense because I'm really starting to lean towards the second one. While the Z crew have their discussion, Jace informs Ginyu about the need for more recruitment posters, tell him about how this random orange dude came and deaded half their squad, so their pose game is going to be all kinds of out of whack for the foreseeable future. Enraged at the loss of his homies and low-key pissed that now he's got to get up and clean things up directly, Ginyu heads off with Jace to have a face-to-face with this Goku individual. With Ginyu and Jace quickly rolling up on the scene, the Z homies have to start coming up with a plan quick. Goku asks Krillin and Gohan to use their Dragon Radar to grab the Dragon Balls while he holds off the remaining Ginyu force. And I use that term loosely because I am not sure if the two-man operation qualifies as a force, but I'm gonna let him cook. Goku looks over at Vegeta and asks if he'd be willing to team up with them to fight off Jace and Ginyu, and everyone's surprised, Vegeta actually agrees without skipping a beat. Hesitantly, Krillin and Gohan fly off on their mission, but they're quick to point out to Goku that he really should not be trusting the Prince of All Four Heads like that. And quick shout outs to the homie in the comments for that. I've been dying since I read that one. Goku starts walking over, getting ready for the smoke, when all of a sudden this ragamuffin Vegeta just flies off in the air, laughing his little baby torso off, leaving Goku to deal with Jace and Ginyu by himself. I somehow completely forgot about this part. It for real caught me so off guard and had me like, wow, so this is really the type of time and Namek Vegeta is on, huh? I truly forgot how much of a raw villain this man is, bro. He's an absolute piece of work. And this is where we're gonna call it today, homies. How'd y'all feel about Goku's touchdown to Namek? I remember being so ridiculously hyped for this moment as a kid. Y'all cannot tell me that Goku wasn't that guy as he was posed up off that ship, looking mad serious, getting ready to take on whatever the situation might be. Next week, be prepared for the confrontation between Ginyu and Kakarot, where things go from fantastic to Freaky Friday and a wild showdown you're not gonna wanna miss. Be easy, everyone, and I'll catch you all in the next video.